Now you want about 30, 45-degree angle, just so the beam's going to be intersecting the weld joint, and you're always going to be pulling. So what with this, when the laser fires, it's also going to start feeding out the wire. When it starts feeding out the wire, you're actually going to feel it start to push your hand back. So the wire speed's actually going to set your travel speed for you. So at that point, you're just kind of along for the ride. So you can see a little bit where she kind of jumped off the joint a little bit. So we're going to give it another shot. There, much better.
Wow, yeah.
So her second weld, she was standing out here. She said she wanted to try it. She's never welded before.
That's awesome. That's
so
great.
Able to lay a really nice weld. No experience needed. All right, now we're going to see if he can do it just as good. So same thing, she's setting it up. She's going to feed out the wire to get the wire to intersect with the beam. So he's going to set in there, come in about 30, 45-degree angle. He's going to set it in. Oh, he didn't. So, yep. Well, there's a back trigger and a front trigger. The back trigger, that's going to ready the system. And if you try to pull the front trigger before the system's ready, it's not going to fire the laser, but it will feed out wire. So with the wire, you get really nice, consistent results. And the dismount does take a little practice.
Sure. Got a little bit of a wire stick, but
yeah.
Still,
and that's
first time welding.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
And that's all there is to it. Like I said, you can do butt welds, fillet welds, T-joints, vertical up, vertical down, overhead. You can use it with or without wire. This unit will do up to 6 millimeters of penetration into mild stainless aluminum. You can do 2 millimeters of penetration into copper. You can also weld titanium.
Awesome. And so just so everyone else knows, talk with these guys. So I just came by and what's your name?
Chris.
Chris. So I just gave him a mic and said, Chris, can you help me? So Chris jumped in real quick. So we are at Lightweld, and so that's what Chris is explaining, some laser welding here, because of course I've been interested for a while. Great new technology, and so so Chris, thank you very much for the explanation.
Not a problem.
Really appreciate it.
Not a problem.